times are changing for Big Bird and Cookie Monster. The company that makes Sesame Street, the well-known kids' TV show, has been sold to HBO, of all people. Tell me about the deal.
Yeah, so it's not quite being sold, but Sesame Street, which is produced by a company called the Sesame Workshop, now has a business partnership with HBO. So for the last 45 years, Sesame Street has been seen on PBS, the public broadcasting station, over the air for free. Now, as a part of this deal, original episodes of Sesame Street will first appear on HBO, which is a pay TV provider. It costs $15 a month. HBO is most known for adult fare dramas, comedies that are relatively highbrow, and it's the kind of stuff you wouldn't see on public television, and kids don't typically watch it. So at first it seemed like a pretty odd arrangement.
So why is HBO interested? Where does this deal fit into HBO's bigger strategy?
So yeah, they've recently launched something called HBO Now and HBO Go, which are streaming options. And so one of the most popular parts of streaming content has been kids entertainment. Netflix has a great children's library, so does Amazon Prime, Hulu. And because children's viewing habits now are more and more on devices and not on TV, and animated shows, cartoons are maybe best viewed not on regular TV, HBO wants to get into this demographic where they really don't have a strong presence right now.
So is this likely to be a very expensive deal for HBO?
The terms of the deal actually weren't disclosed, but what it is interesting is it is a departure from their typical model. So HBO is best known for these shows which they produce themselves, so they own all the intellectual property, they can make money licensing them down the road, whereas Netflix typically buys content from existing producers. It was on TV before, it was in the movie theaters before, and so that actually is very expensive for Netflix. So HBO here the economics probably aren't as attractive as developing its own show, but they're willing to make a one-off bet on a one-of-a-kind property that will bring in this new demographic.
So do you think they're likely to go for more acquisitions or more of this kind of deal now?
Yeah, it's unlikely because HBO is remarkably profitable. Its operating margin is something like 35%. Netflix is less than 10%. And so their model right now is working, and they actually are very good at identifying talent and what's going to be a hit property. So if they're good at it themselves, there's no need to pay a lot of money except in special circumstances like Sesame Street.
Sesame Street will soon be brought to us by the letters HBO. Thanks very much.